What's up, guys and gals? Welcome back to the Nerdcast for the next episode of The Long Dark. This is our Hunted Part 2 playthrough, where I think we're just going to hang out for a little while. I'm going to pass time for a couple of hours. We're just going to sit here and play some solitaire by ourselves in the dark. Once your eyes adjust, it's not that bad. On the front end, it seems like it's going to suck, but I promise, once your eyes adjust, it's going to be okay. There's a bear outside. It really wants to hurt us, and according to your comments, I left a whole bunch of bullets back at the hunting lodge, or back at the, no, I call everything the hunting lodge, sorry. I left it back at the ski lodge. Problematic. We could definitely use some more bullets, and so I kind of feel like a douchebag for leaving bullets behind. But sometimes you're the bag of douche, sometimes you're the douche in the bag. It goes back and forth. You never quite know. Every day you wake up and you put on a different hat. Especially if you're just all over the place like I am. We will drink a whole bunch of water right now. That will more than likely put us down to about... Gotta figure you do 1.4 a day, so we're sitting on about 2 days worth. A little over 2 days. We got some wiggle room on that 2 days. I'm gonna fill myself back up to max. So there it is. We've got a little bit left over on that steak. Finding those steaks was like one of the luckiest things that's ever happened to us. Aside from that, we need to just chillax for a little bit until this storm goes away, because going out and hunting the bear is not going to work out for us so long as the wind is whipping like that. Now whip it, baby. Now whip it right. Now whip it, baby. Whip it on. Whip it, baby. Sorry, I really like music from the 70s. It's a problem that I have. So how cold is it? Yeah, it's got to be pretty ridiculous, like nipple titty cold. Get some, bear. Man, I'll blap that dude right in his throat. So how you guys like the thumbnail for this series? I'm pretty proud of it, I'll be honest. Like, I saw the picture of the bear that I was going to Photoshop, and I had picked it out, and then I saw that other picture of the bear holding his toes, and I was like, oh my god. And instantly, the moment I saw it, in my head, I knew what the thumbnail was going to look like, and I was just like, this is the best idea ever. I'm really excited about it. I was laughing the whole time I made that thumbnail. Like, legitimately, I was having trouble photoshopping the things I needed to Photoshop because I was just sitting there snickering the whole time I was doing it. It's like, the bear's holding his toes. Also, the fact that the bear's testicles are on the thumbnail is kind of humorous to me as well. I mean, I think that's one of those, like, underrated things that not everybody noticed about it. Has bear balls on it, though. YouTube has a strict no bear balls, like B-A-R-E policy, but they never said anything about, like, ursine testicles. So, you know, I figure, like, the bear was like, oh, look at me, I got this apple on my head, and he, like, flashed his balls, and then all of a sudden our character was like, get blapped on, pucka, 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 pucka. And he's got those big eyes, he's like, oh, what have I done? I have forced him to unleash the beast upon me. Why? Why, human? Why do you insist upon shooting me? Because you tried to eat me for, like, 7 episodes straight, man. You've been trying to murder me for, like, hella days. We should really find some bullets. Is that a dead guy right there that I just, like, walked by? Like, I never even got this dead guy over here? Hold on. We got to get this dead guy over here. We got to participate in the looting of the dead guy. It's a sacred practice out here in survivalism. Frozen dead guy, what you got for me? Your bone is sticking out of your shoulder. I don't think that's gonna help. We don't really have time to look for survivalist caches, so I'm probably just not going to do that. Also, I'm feeling a little willy-nilly right now. Like, let's just play it... Let's play it a little rough, you know? Let's not play this the safe way. I mean, we've basically been freezing to death the entire time. They haven't really been forthcoming with a whole lot of clothing. We've got a little bit of stuff, but, I mean, there are things that I miss my mucklucks. I miss my mucklucks. Those mucklucks made me say shucks when I lost them. Ooh, a decent wool toque. Good. Because I think I've got a cotton one on right now, and so having 2 wool ones on will probably help. That's a big deal for me because I got a weird ear canal. So when it's cold outside, my ears get cold. I get really, really bad headaches. My dad has it. My granddad has it. It's just a family thing. We have a weird, like, mutant ear canal. And when it gets cold out, we all get headaches. Strangest thing. My dad never talked about it when we were growing up. And then, like, 2 or 3 years ago, I was like, yeah, I can't, like, run anymore, like, jog when it's, like, freezing outside because my ears just start to ache. And my dad was like, oh, yeah, I have that, too. And I was like, how has this never come up in conversation before? Like, oh, no, we're not a family of complainers. I would give you a completely different impression from the things that you hear here on the channel. Granted. The things you hear on the channel. See, I think the bear, like, went up into the hills or something. We kind of lost him. I don't see any tracks around. Yeah. I don't see any indicators of, like, a bear in this area. So, you know, we'll just keep trucking in this direction.
Getting cold.
Yeah, I know. I'm working on it. I mean, you wouldn't get the impression that I'm not a complainer from the channel, because I gotta make the videos interesting. We gotta talk about something. You know, we've gotta have a conversation during the course of this 25 minutes, and I do it multiple times a day, too. I gotta constantly be coming up with stuff to talk with all of you about, but that's part of the business that I chose to enter. And so, you know, I think a little bit of complaining is gonna bleed over into my series here and there, some more frequently than others. However, in real life, I'm actually pretty quiet. People always ask me about that. I'm like, Jesus, do you talk this much in real life? No, I don't, actually. Most people in real life think that I hate them because I don't talk. Like, I get that all the time from people. Like, I'll be sitting around at a campfire, we'll be doing some function, and they'll just be like, yeah, I thought you always hated me because you never talked to me. And I was like, no, I don't talk to people. Like, I don't hate you. I don't talk. I'm like, yeah, but you always have, like, that shitty, like, you know, fuck your life look on your face. And I'm like, well, you know, I can't help that I've got resting bitch face. It is what it is. I've got jowls, you know, like a bulldog. It gives you that natural impression. They kind of, it's just the way they sit there, you know. It is what it is. Newsprint inside of there. Nobody uses that anymore. We have the internet now. We can dig through this plastic container, see if there's anything good. I'm not getting my hopes up, but I figure we might find something. There we go. Fleece mittens. Very nice. If I had a knife, I could shred up that pillow, but I don't have a knife yet. I hate the K at the beginning of the word knife. It bothers me. I really wish there was not a K at the beginning of the word knife. In fact, I'm just going to call it knife from now on. That's my form of passive resistance against a world that has just betrayed me. Against a world that just makes no sense. A world that adds letters to places where letters don't go. Yes, please. That'll help out a little bit. So we're double Canadian right now. Like, we're so Canadian that it hurts. We got some gloves right there. Did that help at all? Oh, good. We got a warmth bonus from that, too. And then we got a little bit of armor from it. We're starting to fill out. We've got, like, +8 at the moment. +15, +16, I think, is where you really want to be. But +8 works. I'll take that over +1 or +2, you know. You can't get too greedy. In the meantime, I have been running a lot, so let's sleep for 2 hours. That'll also give the day some time. It'll give us energy back. It'll give us our warmth back. It'll also give the day some time to warm up, if it's going to do it. There's no telling. Sometimes it just stays cold the entire time based on the challenge that you're playing. When we played through part 1, it kind of felt like the weather had been ramped up to make the game feel a little bit more severe. To make your character feel like he was existing or she was existing a bit more in a state of crisis, if you know what I mean. Let's walk back. I've always liked that loading screen. It's simple, but it's nice. It's just got like the wolf animation on it. I've always liked it. I've always thought it was an awesome animation. I don't see a bear anywhere. My presumption would be that he's back that way somewhere, but he ran over the hill and then we just like lost sight of him. Dude could be around like anywhere. I wonder if he like levitates back or gravitates back. Like if he tries to come back to where you are. I will take the accelerant. With the storm lantern, I'm going to take that just so I can drain the fuel out of it. I'm actually going to scrap it. We got decent work gloves right there. Those might be better than the fleece mittens we have. They might not be. The hierarchy of gear has changed a little bit since the last time that I played, so it's tough to tell. Yeah, break that down real fast. And there it is. I couldn't see the grape soda inside of it because it's too dark in that corner. I should also probably be looking underneath the beds for like extra bullets or anything else that might be laying around. Don't see anything. Got some more newsprint though and another flare. Does the flare work on the bear or am I just wasting bullets by shooting this big bastard? Huh, these are questions I probably should have contemplated before I started this playthrough. I've never had the balls to try and use a flare on a bear. It's like a 600-pound killing machine. I don't think a bright light is going to scare it off. My guess is that most bears are used to just like running up on shit and just absolutely knocking it the hell out. And just like getting whatever they want. So when it comes to testing theories versus their rotund and furry selves, I prefer the methods that I can guarantee will work. Oh good, we got a fisherman's sweater. That one's worn. A baseball cap. Some herbal tea. Nothing inside of there. I drink a lot of Earl Grey. I drink a lot of Earl Grey. I drink a lot, you know, Earl Grey. Got a little bit of Arnold Palmer inside of there. Half and half that thing. Although it's not like the fancy Arnold Palmers. Like when you go to a restaurant and they do the fancy ones where it's like yellow on the bottom, but it's like brown on the top, and somehow they get it to like separate into the two parts. No, I drink the ones that specifically come out of like the 60-cent cans that are like 6 feet tall. You know, the tall boy cans? Those are the ones that I go after. Getting a phone call from Santa Rosa, California right now. My old stomping grounds. That's where I used to be from. Santa Rosa. You catch me on the corner of West F Street and Dutton, bouncing it out there just like, hey, what's up with your life? That's how we used to do. Maybe, let's see here. So I can harvest that. I'm actually going to spend a little bit of time repairing my gear because I think I've got 3 or 4 really good sources for cloth right now. I do want to wear that, but I'm going to fix it first. I want to make sure that, you know, we make like Felix and fix that sumbitch. All right, so we got that right there. I'm going to go and harvest you. Yes, give me all of your cloth so that I can have a sweater hat hybrid. It's a little research project I'm working on, sweater hat hybrids. I went ahead and I did like a focus group, and it seems like sweater hat hybrids are going to be very, very popular in the future. Trust me on this. Don't question it. Pretty sure this is something worth... I'm pretty sure this is something that it's worth investing in. So, you know, give me several $1 million, and I 100% promise not to walk off with your investment. How's that sound? Yeah, so now we're starting to get there when it comes to the equipment we've got. We're starting to get there. With that 30% repair, it's looking even better. Yeah, might as well. Just get the cloth out of my inventory real fast. And if we fail this, I don't even care because that's put us up to a decent amount of resistance. Can I wear that like in a different slot? I can't wear that in a different slot right now. Okay, well, give us a little bit more resistance, so that's good. It feels like 6 degrees Celsius, which is much better than it feeling like 0 degrees Celsius. The only other thing that I wanted to do is I wanted to harvest this. I'm going to throw away the scrap metal. I 100% don't care about the scrap metal. I don't want it. I don't need it. I can't take it right now. But I do 5 kilograms for the mountaineering rope. Really? That is a lot of weight we're eating up on that. Wow. I did not expect that. Here, drink that. I'm going to get rid of some of the sodas for right now because they're weighty. There we go. And that'll help hopefully keep us slaked for a little while. 178 right there. Why is it that every chewing sound in every video game ever is just the most disgusting human being on earth just going like... Oh, I hate that shit. So close your mouth. You are chewing right now. Like, that's the apocalypse. No, that's no excuse. Now more than ever, we need to be civilized. Now more than ever. When do you need civilization? When civilization is failing. Not when civilization is thriving. It's already got a good foothold at that point. It doesn't really need your help. It needs the help at the point we're at right now, where we're living inside of portables being chased by a bear. This is when civility and a gentlemanly demeanor would mean the most. The light would shine the brightest, damn it. All right, so... I got off on a sidetrack there, sorry. I have feelings about things, and I want everybody to know about them without interjecting. That's why I became a YouTuber. I just get to talk at people all day, every day. And they never get to disagree. Well, they do in the comment section, but, you know. Comment section's kind of terrifying if you're in my position. Like, for example, there's always that person that really just knows how to cut to the bone. Like, they've studied you. Like, basically, they've watched enough of your videos to know who you are. And, like, the things you like and the things you don't like. And they've locked in on that. And they've just found, like, the perfect little insult so they can just, like, knife you out of the shadows. Oh, it's the worst. It's the absolute worst. I don't really see anything that I want. We gained 2 degrees of resistance today, which is pretty sweet, though. I really, really like that. So how are things out of doors right now? Oh, it's only -3. That's pretty good. I could totally live with that. Yeah, that's fine by me. -3 isn't so terrible. More bullets. So we're down to a half clip at the moment. The receiver is feeling a little bit light. If we could find another stripper clip or 2 of ammo, probably be a little bit happier. Might be able to rest a little bit better. This gnawing feeling of anxiety deep down in my stomach would probably reside. However, we haven't had eyes on a bear in a while. I think the bear's up to something. Like, all I'm going to hear is like... I'm just going to sit there panicking, trying to figure out how the hell I can get him away from me without wasting my bullets. Well, I mean, now that the temperature's better, we got a couple hours of daylight left. Why worry about it? I'm sure it'll be okay. Let me get a flare out for this wolf over here. Because we are going to be walking past this one. Hey, what you want, man? You better back up. And you better go in a direction... Yeah, that's right. Go in a direction that I am not going. Thank you, Wolfie. And now we need to hustle and get the hell away. Because what they normally do is they run to the end of their terror zone. And then they turn right the hell back around and try to come after you. And that's pretty consistent. So my suggestion would be that you, when you've got a gap that you can get away from, you get away from it as quickly as possible. Are we past the train or are we near the train? I think we're way past the train. Okay. Part of me wants to go back and check on the train because that's actually one of like the primo locations when it comes to ammo and like guns and other things. Like that's one of the locations you really, really, really don't want to ignore most of the time when you're playing and you're looking for specific things. Because normally it's surrounded by a shit ton of wolves, which makes it a risky venture for you to get what you want. Now, if we end up getting too far back this way, I'm actually honestly not going to worry about it. I'm just going to go back and get the bullets off the top of the thing that you guys were talking about so that they aren't a complete and total waste. That wolf is more than likely going to want to try and get some. There we go. I like the voice actress they got for this. I don't know. She always delivers the lines. Like, the dude that did the voice acting for this game, he always seems a little bit, like, reserved. Like, it doesn't feel as critical for him as it actually is. Wolfie, I will shoot you. I just want you to know that that's not above the realm of possibility. Dead guy, what you got for me? A ton of flares. That sucks. I mean, I can live with it, but it's not my favorite. We've got a hatchet. With 19 minutes, I could get some more meat off this thing's back. I'm going to do it. That seems true enough. But we've still got missions to do. We've still got missions. Apparently, it got warmer closer to this time of day, strangely enough. Okay. Let's have a look inside the train car. Make sure that there's nothing inside of here that we want. And now the decision becomes, do we make a run for the dam? Or do we stay the course for right now and go back and get the bullets off the top of the file cabinet that you all pointed out? I suppose either or is a valid option. I think I'll go back and get the bullets. I think. That sounds alright to me, and in spending the night here, I'm probably losing a little bit of progress. Like, I bet the bear will be back out here in the morning trying to mess with us. But at the same time, bullets. I mean, what if it's like a 5-box, you know? Like, what if it's like a full-on 5-box and we have like a net gain of like 2 or 3 bullets out of this whole thing? Then I would feel like an idiot for not going along with it. So we'll go back. We'll also check the dead guy over here that we left that we weren't able to get after. I was hoping we get some more cattail stalks, too. Oh, well. You can't always get what you want. It's nice playing on a map that I'm like so thoroughly immersed in, and like I really, really, really know every nook and cranny of this map, to where almost like instinctually I can navigate. Like even if I don't really know where I am, I'm like, oh, I feel like if I pull slightly to the left, I'll come up at the ranger station, for example. Like, and it works. It's weird how frequently it works. You saw that shit last time when I was playing and looking for the lodge. You saw it. I was like, yeah, I really have no idea where I am right now, but I kind of feel like if I go over this ridge, and there it was. And it's just like that always happens on this map for me. So I think my brain actually has a better template of where I am than my realization has caught up to accept. I don't know. Of course he's going to be empty because that would be too easy and it would make my life too much fun. All right, well. Ain't no cattails where we've gone. Only shrubs here every day. Ain't no cattail winning game. Alright, so filing cabinet. Oh, yeah, there were. Damn, son. Oh, I gotta hold down the R key. I always forget about that. There we go. Well, 3 rounds. I mean, it's enough to catch up to where we were, so not too bad. I mean, we could jump on the workbench for right now. I'm pretty sure we have the stuff for fishing tackle, so there you go. Don't know if we're going to be fishing anytime soon. No clue on that one, but in the strange off chance that we do end up fishing, we will now have 2 sets of fishing lures and lines and whatnot to get the job done, so, you know. Works for me. I'm going to give it like 2 hours. And once it's dark, I'm going to eat, I'm going to drink. You would think that I would be merry, but no, I refuse. You can't make me. So that's 65% gamey venison. You don't want to know what the other 35% is. We will go. Water supplies are a little bit better because we picked up that water bottle. And then we're just going to sleep for like 10 hours. Then we'll get back on the trail and see if we can catch this bear. But for now, we are a little bit out of time in this episode. We didn't make as much progress as I would have liked, but that was largely due to the doubling back to check the train ineffectually. There was nothing there. So I was hoping the train would actually be a lot more beneficial than it turned out to be. Bit of a bummer there. Can't really do much about it. You win some, you lose some. You gamble. You gamble enough, eventually you're going to lose. But my name is Splattercat. This game is called The Long Dark. The challenge is called The Hunted, Part 2. And it looks to me like the bear actually doesn't make his way back. Huh. Okay, well, we'll keep an eye out for wherever our fuzzy little friend is at. If you like this game, get it down below. I will see you all later. All the info's in the description. Feel free to help yourself. And I will see you the next time we meet, okay? Bye-bye, everybody.